If you're anything like me, you struggle to start things because you're afraid you'll fail at it. But what if I said that hesitation is actually what's holding you back? For actual years, I've been trying to figure out how to start my YouTube channel in the perfect way. But every time I'd hype myself up, I'd eventually convince myself that my aesthetic wasn't together enough, I didn't have a good enough piece to showcase, or that I wasn't skilled enough to give advice. However, in talking to the people in my life who have either started channels or have jumped into new skills not knowing what the outcome would be, the resounding piece of advice was always, I just started it. And when I asked why, it's because I wanted to. Isn't free will such a funny thing? It really made me think that after all these years, I could just start something. So that's why I'm starting my channel here. It felt fitting to just jump directly into the content I want to make rather than stall any longer. I realized that I've forgotten the drive I originally had when I jumped into pursuing animation and a career in art in the first place. Somebody has to do it, right? So why can't it be me? Why can't it be you? If you spend your whole life constantly prepping for the perfect day to film, perfect lighting, perfect time to post in the algorithm, how are you ever going to improve? The truth is, no one is a master at something they've just picked up for the first time. As much as I would like to be, it's just not possible. Waiting for the perfect moment to start might cause you to never start at all. I went back and forth on whether or not I should start my channel off with a sketchbook tour. I even filmed it. But after a few weeks of thinking about it too hard, I decided to chicken out of the idea. That was the closest I had gotten in years to actually getting something done to post for YouTube, and I convinced myself not to do it. It was definitely frustrating, and it made me think about what I needed to change in my mindset to have a different outcome. Honestly, this experience relates to not just art, but starting any hobby or new activity. You're not alone if you feel this way. It's hard to let go and allow yourself to fail. But a lot of times, failure leads to growth and a desire for improvement. And you can improve on something you haven't even started. It reminds me of when I made my first animated short in my second year of college. I had no idea what I was doing, and I was absolutely afraid to ask for help because I was embarrassed, and I didn't want to fail. I didn't use a lot of the resources I had available to help me, and it led me to absolutely hating the outcome of my film at screenings. I felt like I had failed in front of everyone, even though I didn't really. It was a bit dramatic looking back. But after that, I swore that I wouldn't dig myself into the same hole with my second film. I spent the whole summer after that planning and writing for my next film. I asked for help in advance, and wouldn't you know, I was extremely proud of my second film when it was done. If I had kept my head in the sand, then it would have turned out exactly like my first film. But failing the first time, in my own eyes, helped me improve for the future. My goal with this channel is to hold myself accountable and not holding back with my art anymore. The truth is, I've been thinking about posting here since 2020. I've been waiting so long for the moment where I'll magically decide that I'm perfect enough to start posting art advice or showing the work I'm proud of. So I guess to finish this video off, my first piece of advice for you, and mostly myself, is just start. I know it's easier said than done, but as my professors usually say, turning in a half-baked attempt is better than nothing at all. Soon enough, once you start making more attempts to improve, you might just see the fruits of your labor in your work. Anyways, if you stuck around to the end of the video, thank you so much. Feel free to drop a like if you want, but I will continue posting either way. And I look forward to making more videos since I've been stockpiling ideas for actual years. So here's to the first step in just starting.